Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is Shiao-Chen Tsai, co-founder of TevoFi Technology, TEVOFY Technology. Thank you for joining us, Shiao-Chen.
Thank you.
You've got a really interesting company and a 1-year-old baby that you're minding while we're talking. So if we hear him, that's just fine. So tell us a little bit about your company and the product that you have, which is really interesting, an app-controlled music box.
Yes, our company's first product is this magic music box called Muro Box. It stands for Music Robot in a Box. In the beginning, I have the idea about changing the song in a music box because when my husband and I were searching for the topic for our startup company, we want to use our IoT technology with something that can connect people's heart. We don't want something just has its cool functions, but doesn't bring the value to people's life, especially in modern life. A lot of time people complain about technology, people feel disconnected.
You both spent quite a lot of time in the United States, working here and going to school here. But you are currently in Taiwan, where you're building this company. Now, you mentioned the idea behind Muro Box, but it really goes back to a personal story about a little music box that you owned. Tell me about that.
Yes. My husband and I were exchange students in the same sister school in Austria when we visited the same school in the same year. At that time, my husband is not a fan of music box at all, but I am. I bought a music box and I bought it home and haven't played it for like 10 years since then. And we found it by accident when we cleaned up the house, and we found this tiny music box that can recall our student life at the time we met each other for the first time. So we think it's a meaningful gift that can recall precious memory, but because it's limited function in playing only one song, we forget about it and put it in the garage. So that's why I told him, why don't we try to find a way to make music box play more than one song, and especially for the song we really like, and we will play it more often daily. So we start to dream about the possibility of changing the song in music box. Then we do research in Taiwan when we already moved back to Taiwan to run our own startup company. At that time, we decided to give out our stable life in California because we think Taiwan has more resource in manufacture, and we need to communicate with local manufacturers intensively during the product development journey. So that's why we decided to move back to our home country, Taiwan.
Well, tell us about the Muro Box, what it can do, because it really sounds like a lot of fun and amazing. You can play pretty much any song with it, and you can even create your own?
In the traditional music box, the cylinder has limitation because the pin on it is fixed at the same spot, so you cannot change the melody at all. But if we can make the pins on the cylinder become programmable, become flexible, then you can program. So that's how we think we should reinvent the cylinder part and still make them become programmable to plug the traditional music box comb. So it will still generate the wonderful sound from the music box.
So
that's our first step.
It has the traditional sound of a music box because you're using the traditional way a music box plays with the pins.
Yes.
But you're allowing those pins to be programmable. Sounds like quite a challenge because a music box is usually pretty small.
Yes, so that's why our 20-note music box actually is much larger than the traditional 18-note music box. Because actually in music box industry, the 20-note standard comb is about like 6 or 7 times larger than the traditional 18-note comb. And we have to make sure that our patented cylinder design can fit within the range of the comb so it can plug at the right spot to generate the right sound. As you said, like the most challenging part is the hardware design because we need to make sure that the sound is generated is as clear as the traditional one, so people can resonate and recall a precious memory. If it's just a music robot that play the song but not generate the same sound quality, people will not love it. So that's why in our past product development journey, we spent about 3 years just in pilot run productions. And finally, this year, we have successful result and shipped to our previous speaker.
I love your son joining in here. It sounds like he's almost trying to sing with us.
Yes, he wants us to give him a hug.
So you've got two babies, the Muro Box and your son. So tell us.
Yes.
Tell us when this is coming to market, when people can go to Indiegogo now and find the Muro Box. Tell us about pricing and when you expect to ship to consumers, to your buyers.
Okay, so now we still have the early bird deal available on Indiegogo campaign. People can just search MURO space BO box, Muro Box on Indiegogo website. They will find our campaign page. And the campaign will end on June 19th. So they need to pre-order Muro Box before that day, before we close the campaign. And the shipping time will start from this December. But we need to mention that we will try our best to get it shipped before Christmas, but we cannot guarantee it.
But it is coming soon. You've actually built this, so it is a real product. It's not something that's still on the drawing board.
We still have some room to improve based on our previous speaker's suggestion. So actually, we are making some revision for the current prototype. But from inside to outside, there's still a lot of things we are adding now. For example, we add the MIDI input core, so people can usually use their MIDI controller to program the music and upload music directly to our Muro Box. And our app is free for download, so if you're already familiar with app that can compose music, you will love our free app because it already got all the basic functions you want to try for composing your own song.
That's interesting. Does it play back with the sound of a music box?
Yes.
In the app. And is that available on both iOS and Android?
Yes, it's already available.
We wish you a lot of success with it. And once again, people can find it on Indiegogo. It's called the Muro Box, MURO Box. Shiao-Chen Tsai,
yes.
Thank you for taking the time with us.
Thank you very much. By the way, we already have the collaboration with the largest music box online community called Music Box Maniacs.
That site again is musicboxmaniacs.com. Shiao-Chen Tsai, thank you again for taking the time. Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C. Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day, and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on C. Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love C. Crane.